And I didn't want to go through the process again. I wanted to incorporate the sanitation component to the existing contractor so that we vary the contract and not prolong the processes. Because you see, a procurement of AFD, they know. You can take 2 years. What? So proceed. So far, those are some of our pipes. We have laid some. We have around 51 kilometers procured from which are now being delivered. In fact, even today, I met 2 trucks at towards the equator. I even met another one of plastic, the UPVCs from Dentex. To also procure some plastic pipes because we saw the demand of the local companies was too much. So we also decided to procure some pipes, not many, from India. There is some good Indian company. We did due diligence and we said, okay, we are comfortable. Because from India, from Bombay up to Mombasa, it takes 9 days. In fact, as I speak now, I have around towards 30 containers of plastic pipes in Mombasa. Some have also started coming. So those are some of the quick fixes I had. Then another thing, we also have 36 kilometers of ductile iron. We first brought 30-something and 51. Now the final batch is 36. That one they've also manufactured. Then, of course, here locally, Gentex plus the ones of India. So now, I can say I'm just remaining with only I will be remaining with only 195 kilometers of pipes remaining. So there I will also have to see if these ones are out, because every day pipes, and people of the syndrome have witnessed these pipes everywhere. In fact, you need to clap for me to see that I have pushed DOT. Those people who have worked with DOT, they know. To see that DOT for them in their first year, they never work. But to see in the first year, I've pushed them. And when you try to go deeper, you'll find that currently it's only my project that's moving on. I even went to my boss and said, Jamil is so tough. Every 2 weeks we have 2 weeks. Of the quick fixes I put in place so that they don't start coming up with claims. We hold a technical meeting, not everything, minutes signed. Then I see where I will bring a claim from. So I'm managing them. Hopefully, if we continue like this, I'm sure all goes well now that National Water has provided the water. Because now when you commission and once those ones are connected, I know by after elections we should be having water. Maybe tanks that are on dwarf walls, all those tanks are already here from Braithwaite. In fact, you'll see in some of my photos, they've started now installing them. Then the ones that will be put on the stands, this month, 7th, because they were supposed to have arrived the 27th, they changed now to 7th December. All of them will be around. Proceed. So those are some of, now that one is Kitiaza. We already cast the first lift. That's the 2,000 cubic, continue. Now that's Katojo. Those are the dwarf walls ready to receive. The other ones are now the other pump houses. Proceed. Now that's Kagarama. You see the dwarf walls are ready. Now that's Charugaju, but this is an old photo of Charugaju. We have a recent one. We are also now going to start putting the timber. Now that's Bungura. You see everything is now set, waiting for just the tank to be installed. Then we do the final touches in the sides, which is 600 cubic. Now Kakamba. Now we are waiting for the other, the sheet on top. Then we put the tiles. Maybe what you'll see different from mine. Me, all the projects that I implement, I don't put mabati. I put Kajansi tiles. So soon you'll see those structures looking very nice. Proceed. Now that's Kakamba 2. Proceed. That's the first time we came. You can see when the PS had come to visit. And I think the last time we came, we even visited the cow. One of the directors of DOT, I said, on ground, our suffer, we want this. For you, say they are joking, they are cheating. So I've agreed. Mahesh is also coming, the second week. Of course, like any other project, the pipes and electromechanicals, because for putting them on pressure with my consultant, that now that National Water is going to hand over, we need those pumps, most especially at the treatment plant and the Kabingo Samp. So they've already ordered from KSB. And I told them we need uniform pumps that match the ones of National Water. We don't want you to bring a different brand. Then we look bad. Then the additional distribution that I had told you, which has increased our scope. Then also the other Nyabiondo, Nyamuyanja, Ruyanga, and Ruchinga supply zones. Of course, that calls for additional funding, but we still have some money. And even within the contract, there are some savings we are making. We keep on tracking. Then, of course, the hilly terrain, which requires a lot of pumping. It requires a lot of pumping, but of course, there is nothing we can do about it. We have to follow God's creation. There is nothing we can do. Isn't that all? So I thank you. Let me hope done justice to whatever you wanted to do. My contacts, everyone has. If you are in an area, and I've seen people complaining, here we are seeing a pipe. And we see that these ones can go in a certain area. We take them there. Of course, we follow the design. There is nothing now continuing. But be patient. You are going to get water in the shortest possible time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my boss, for the presentation from National Water. We are now moving to the next session of Q&A. I suppose you were taking notes of any issues where you felt like you needed clarification. So if those issues are there, now is the time to raise them, and then we can be able to respond to them. Shiba, I'll request that you help me with the...
Thank you. Thank you very much. Allow me request you kindly give a round of applause to all presenters. Because from the director, managing director, to the project managers, you have really brought in a very good picture. I have been telling my team in Isingiro that information is power. You know, it is very dangerous to have such big and huge project being implemented in 4 almost districts and other areas. Then you don't do meetings. Because if you don't meet and you give the leaders updates, it is quite hard for the leaders and even people themselves to understand what is taking place within in their area. So I was almost asking myself as a leader, much as I am a governor, that what they are talking about, many of them, I have never seen them. And even some of my leaders, I think my colleagues are asking themselves as well. But all in all, God is great. Now that we have brought us on board, Engineer Pade and Engineer Jamiru and our son of the soil, Jackson, it is very good. Members, on the issue of compensation, myself, I was not very happy with how these people, the World Bank people, do their businesses. Why do you have to waste time on compensating people? Why can't we have the engagement first? We engage the community where the pipeline is going to pass. We tell the community that now you are the first beneficiaries, so allow us now make these pipes pass here. I have been your advocate, me and the RDC, in your absence. After learning that when people demonstrate, they put in claims. That's what I hear. That when they demonstrate, the project stops, then they put in claims, then the government must pay the wasted time. I told my people that please let these people implement their project and run away when we are still safe. They should not blame us that we have wasted a lot of their money. Now, the project is being implemented. The first component was done. Thank you very much, as you have shown us. But I was asking myself, in the second component, there is sanitation issues, facilities. But is it true that in the first component there was no sanitation facilities? And if there were sanitation facilities, where are they? Because I was never involved, neither my district, to know where we can put these sanitation projects of the component 1. 2, thank you very much for completing some of the reservoirs, but I'm a bit confused. We have a very, very big tank called Kakoma here near Kabereberi. Those people who know Kabereberi. The Kakoma tank here is full of water. It is full of water. That's what you are saying. And the general manager was here saying Mbarara is happy, and Mbarara district as well, they are getting a lot of water. And yet me, instead of a resident, and yet the tanker is full of water. That's what you are talking about. Now, which is which? Are you trying to suffocate the people of Isingiro, and then you give other people water, and for us we remain there in darkness? What is it, General Manager? 3, you are almost closing the project, the Son of the Soil. You know, there are very many people, and my people who have been working with you, with with Sogea, and they are complaining they have never been paid, some of them. I have complaints, very many complaints on my table, in my office. They were almost near to demonstrate. Some of them they were working with you. When you get time, you can pass there and I show you the complaints. Is it in order sincerely for you people to go when you have left our people crying? You need to think about that. the engagement meetings, me, I'm requesting kindly the Minister of Water and Environment, let's now open a new page. I was talking with Honorable Byanyima. He said, Chairman, you represent me. I don't know whether you will take his allowance also as well. Now, he was complaining about the local distribution water component. The Sogea, there is that thing. People are saying, Mbarara people are getting money. There is someone who posted it on one of the forums, and now it's saturated all over, in all WhatsApp groups in Isinjiro. I don't know these people who are contesting how they are managing it, the pressure. They are saying, now you see, Mbarara people are getting money. Are getting water. For you, Isinjiro, you are just there sleeping, and you are saying, vote Museveni. Why? And I think these people are somehow right, because there is nobody to explain to them. I'm not a spokesperson of either National Water or Minister of Water. So, why can't we have these engagement meetings on the ground? We let these people know what is taking place, so that these colleagues of ours, especially the members of parliament, should not be sacrificed or should not be hanged for nothing and for no good reason. Lastly, I'm very happy that now you have brought us on board. But what we want to hear, the only message we want to hear, Jackson, and even Engineer Jamiru, for us, even we don't know, our people don't know that there is National Water and Minister of Water. You will never either tell them that there is Sogea and Doti. What they want to hear is to see the tap having water. Only. Then you bring your systems of the technical issues, manya what, sumps, manya reserve what, manya pumping, manya boosting, manya what. Those are your own issues. But our own people of Isinjiro, like Nyamarunju, where Kangoja was talking about, and this new honorable of Isinjiro South, they want to see water flowing in their areas. So now the question is, Engineer Jamiru, the people of Mbarara are happy enjoying water from Kagera. For us in Isinjiro, when are we expecting this water? Are we getting this water tomorrow? Are we going to enjoy it in the December as we are going for Christmas? Or we shall wait and wait until you tell us? I will add on.
Thank you very much, Governor. I need to mention that we are live on DStv. That shows how very powerful this engagement is, and how these considerations that are coming up are really very critical to all of us. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. It's for the TV. Sorry. Thank you so much for the opportunity. The Managing Director, our good presenters, one from the National Water and Sewage Corporation, Engineer Jamiru from Ministry of Water, honorable members present, our Governor, Mr. Elon Trahi, the RDC, and all members present. Good afternoon, I think now. Sorry. Can we close there, Mr. Chairman? Sorry. Once again, my name is Stephen Kangwajirwa Kanuma. I represent the people of Bukanga constituency in the Parliament of Uganda. But I also come from Isinjiro as one of the beneficiaries. Colleagues present in the building, it is imperative enough for us really to appreciate. Let us put our hands together. We clap for President Museveni. To be realistic, right from the word go, I started with a project. I was already a member of Parliament because I joined the Parliament in 2013. We went to President's home
in Rwachitura. After Rwachitura, went to State House. After State House, now everything started. We had to go to Ministry of Water. From Ministry of Water, now they had to bring in National Water, and they all sat as a team. Then it was incumbent upon the president now to make the decision, to make sure that money is available. And indeed, where we are today, it is seen and it is evident enough that indeed we got money through President Museveni. It is again good for us to appreciate him once again. Please let us clap for him. Whatever we are receiving, whatever we are enjoying, if it wasn't him, we would not be here discussing what we are discussing. Second, I want to thank the implementers, our real people from Uganda, the real sons of the soil, who have joined their heads together to ensure that whatever we are receiving today, it is already on ground. Thank you so much, you people, our engineers. At least we have a baby within our hands. It is our duty to make sure that the baby can also be a human being, can walk, can talk, can do everything that is required to be done. We have a baby now. Isingiro, all over, I think in the whole of East Africa, it is known as a water-stressed area. That's how we used to be classified. But today, at least, we are seen as people who are enjoying water. Isingiro, you can imagine, from water-stressed to waterlogged. That's a good terminology now, to waterlogged area. Reason, at least we used to have some good sources. Kagera is there, Lake Nakivari is there, but technically they used to tell us that once you put pipes in Lake Nakivari and you draw water from there, supply it to people, automatically it will get dry. So they said, no, it is better for us now to discuss with the government of Tanzania. They allow us, we understand each other, we start using the available resource. It is good, Jamil, you have something to present. It is good, the son of the soil, Mr. Jackson, you have something to tell on ground, that when you are in National Water and Sewage Corporation, because of the experience you had, at least you put your pen on paper, you designed everything, now people of Isingiro are enjoying water. I thank you for that, members. Thank you so much. I was part of the team in Parliament on the Committee of Natural Resources, being chaired by none other than Honorable Alex Bakunda, is the one who initiated all this that we are enjoying. Isn't it good for us to appreciate him again? Thank you, Honorable. It is good to tell you that it is only and only Honorable Minister Bride who convinced Cabinet, because he's the only person who sits in Cabinet, to make sure that the loan we are enjoying today, that was going to pass, let alone it was brought in Parliament during the time of Kadaga, and the loan passed. Members of Parliament of then, Honorable Bakunda, Honorable Kangwaje, Honorable, it was clear then, when we passed the loan of water, yes, it is you, and the money came. Here we are. When I say that people of Mbarara are enjoying water, I really thank God. When I hear that the people of Isingiro, we see pipes, we see trenches, we see people from different areas, we see our sons also being employed, we see everything, we thank God for that. Because I made lay, at least we participated fully. There is no any single place in Isingiro where I did not go. Every part in Isingiro, even here in Mbarara, up to Rwanyamahembe, we used to go as a team. Members of Parliament, the local government, technical team, everyone, at least we had one language. And we used the same boat to make sure that what we are enjoying today, at least, was acquired. Now that we have gotten all this money and we have what we have on ground, it is better for us now to continue using the same spirit as Ugandans. I want to appreciate you, Mr. Jamil. You brought us on board. You mobilized us. You called all members of parliament plus the chairman RC5. You told us where the lacuna was. Technically, you told us and you advised us on what should be done. And we did it. And we did it. I want to thank you. If it wasn't you, technically, we are going to be taken. But technically, you aligned us and we had to use the same route. Here we are now. We're enjoying something. Now, we are Ugandans. This Kagera comes from, stretches from wherever it comes from to where it is flowing. But it passes through Isinjiro. Isinjiro people see themselves as the mother. So when they hear that water is already in Barara, and for us, because of some good reasons that are technical enough, it is quite hard for us to explain, they will not be able to understand the language. Really, Elon put it right, that it is better we have these meetings. You call them engagement meetings? Yes, we engage our people and tell them. We tell them exactly what is, delaying us. Why are you seen to be delaying? Technically, you are right. But if I go and Mr. Allen, we may be sounding to be more political, as if it is okay to be political. It's not good. It is better we tell them the truth, they understand. Because wherever we came from, at least we've been telling them the truth. And on politics, to some extent, it is not all that okay. Yeah, but when you come and tell them technical as an implementer, they will understand. By the way, our people, they understand. They understand. So it is better, Jamil, we go on ground and explain to our people why we are delaying. But to be sincere, on ground today, we have some smile. Reason, they see pipes. Reason, trenches are there. Reason, they are the very people who are also working in those areas where you are, putting up the reservoirs and so forth. So my question is one, Mr. Jamil, don't you think that it is better we see the contract with Sogea? Which areas are you going to extend all the pipes? Because for us, we tell them, as per Isinjiro district, we have 901 villages. But we tell them that each and every village is going to receive a public tap. Is it true? 901 villages. Are we going to receive public taps? If not, tell us, where do you think that dot service is going to extend their pipes? Is it to each and every parish, each and every sub-county? Will they, stop at where the reservoirs are? So how are you going to, to convince these people? Because we hear that as per the contract, as Minister of Water, together with Sogea and the local government in Isinjiro district, you have a contract of extending water to each and every village. Is it true? Yes. You talked about, it was Mr. Jackson who talked about the issue of the collaboration you have with the sister agencies when you are implementing your projects on the road reserves. When you go to the other line of Isinjiro, as you're going to Bukanga from Echtindo, we have already designed that road. We are going to pave it. We are waiting for the contractor also to embark on the what? On the project. Now, we see pipes now being laid underground. So, and we want that road also to be expanded. We really have that feeling. So tell me, how are you going to shift those pipes again, and where are you going to put them? We don't know. Technically, you'll advise us. How are you going to do it? What about the energy sector, where the poles are also nearby the road? They are also on the roadside. Are you going to shift them? Isn't it costly? What is the cost effective of that? And why do you allow that to happen and wait for another agency to come and again reshift them? It goes with a cost, then build that. Really, we want to know the economics there and how you benefit and how you save as a nation. You talked about the commissioning time. September 2026. Is it true? That's tentative completion date. Yes. So we should carry this. That's when we shall be ready to come to Isinjiro and you give us water. That will be the day when we shall all receive water. Or you will be handing over the reservoirs and laying pipes. And also, we wait for water to come to our homes. Everything. Thank you. Yes. Okay. That one is clear. So, members, really for us as political leaders, the people of Isinjiro, and our colleagues here, members of parliament from the Mbarara region, there is any objection. We are behind you. You have our full support. All we need is water. Water is life. This region, the Mbarara city, is ours. We also want to see people of Mbarara enjoying whatever we are enjoying. But for the case of Isinjiro, you need to give it a priority. Remember, it is the starting point. We don't want to have a problem. For this, we are ready to protect it as a gain. By the time when the president is going to come to Isinjiro, we need to, all of us, to be on one page so that we can be able to speak the same language. I thank you, member. Thank you so much.
I need to mention that we have a session for remarks from the honorable members of parliament. So we should try and...
Yes, gotcha. Sorry, Mr. Jamil, I forgot one thing, and I had put it here. The issue of Rushasha and Ruanjegera. You did not talk about it. Where are they going to get water? Do they have their independent reservoir tank, or they are going to get the one from Kashoga or the one of Indians?
Also from Uganda.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Atkwasa Rita Waika, the Member of Parliament for Mbarara City. All of you. And I want to thank the presenters, the engineer. I must say I am very, very impressed. One, impressed at your simplicity of language that even non-engineers can ably understand. Usually that is a technicality when you find engineers and doctors speaking. Most times things are not well understood, but I want to commend you for that. I also want to commend you very much for the teamwork. Thank you so much. For me, I have always obtained information from National Water. Engineer Mulamuzi there. I speak about Kagera as if I'm with the drafts person. But today I am very happy to see the benefits coming. Because as a leader, giving hope to the people is very important. Because things don't fall like rain. Rain forms in 30 minutes. It has rained, could even have stopped. So as leaders, we need to give people hope to make sure that the project finds them when they are still hopeful, because in most times you have got to wait. There is no choice. But the steps you have made are very, very commendable. So I thank you. But I also say that out of this implementation, I heard Jamil very well. I think it will be a great opportunity, being the first of its kind in Africa, if not the whole world, to have this wonderful project under the auspices of NRM and President Museveni. For me, I think you should use the opportunity to make very strategic recommendations so that we use them at a national level to inform other projects, especially how you maneuvered your negotiation. I was listening very keenly. Most times, I think technocrats kind of go the other side where they are not supposed to be. Where people anticipate where projects are going, they start buying land, others start planning for government money which is not even there. So I want to commend that spirit. that National Water used, that Ministry of Water used, and all the technocrats to make sure that we move, and you've tried to remain corrupt-free. I have not heard. So that is very commendable, and it's very, very, very unique. Now, the issue to do with the fecal sludge, I have questions. You put it up. Who is it for? Is it for cesspools to empty and then carry to the site? Or is it for people of Mbarara to champion the cause of a sewage or sewer lines? I need clarity there. Because as the city, the way it is it for us to get cesspools, come drain our septic tanks and come to you? Or is it for you to be able to use the opportunity to put up sewer lines? Then the other question that I have is about the road being gazetted. For me, there are things that I wonder about, although I work with government. Do you communicate? National Water or Ministry of Water, you are always digging roads. Because we demand for water, people go extend areas of residences now and again, or production. Me as a Ugandan, I've always wondered, do you communicate? You lay a pipe, tomorrow MTN lays a pipe, another, what? Other countries have decided to incorporate in their road frameworks a specific area where to do all that business. How far are we getting to that? Now already, Mr. Honorable Kangwaje is wondering, the pipes you laid, the road needs to be expanded. Don't you think it's high time that government communicates, all agencies? They brought about program-based budgeting and planning. For heaven's sake, is there any effort? You are high-level technocrats. That's why I'm asking these questions. Why don't you communicate? That the Minister of Works can communicate with the National Water and can communicate with ICT and the telecom companies. And energy. That's why I'm saying this project as a first of its kind, can it be a precedent for us to borrow as Ugandans? Because sometimes we laugh whether you went to school as engineers. We don't understand. Why should one engineer come dig the road, another one next come remove what you have put? All that is wastage of government resources. So for me, I still employ this project, communicate and lay a foundation for a better future in how we do our work. Water shortage. I don't know whether that will be answered by Engineer Muramuzi. What should we tell the people of Mbarara City? Have we arrived? When twahikayo turagaruke kura abantu nibaro kubura mizi. Bago kutechesa byakangwa je mbirujeho. Agumi bago kutechesa. So Hati, what shall we tell the people? Is it the end of this so that we look forward now to robbing for more money to extend? And of course, following that question, I still have an appointment with the engineer to go and engage the people of Stramba. They are really in dire need of water. It's a really beautiful place. Very beautiful. Every time you cross, they will ask you about water. Because the women have suffered enough. The children they actually can't grow tall because they have got to fetch water and climb high hills. So, Mr. Engineer, I still remember your pledge. I'm supposed to take him to Chwamba to engage the LOC ones and the local people. To tell them when that water is going to reach there. But they need it. And they also need water for irrigation because they have very so Chichwamba is crying, the hardware areas are crying, engineer. I hope it won't take long. There is an issue. Now, maintenance. You work on the road beautifully before you know it. Umuntu ateme binyansi byo kwa rorto abiteka nkahi aharugudo ahamuhera mizi gasoginga orugudo ruzamwe byina kandi agarukarira ngo rugudo rwakorachi. I would want to implore you, because when you people you get them, what I have not seen your maintenance plan. What do you ask of us, the users? For me, I think the maintenance plan is as equal as important as the whole journey of construction. You are looking at 2040 to expand. What is it we are going to do to reach 2040 when we still have these pipes functioning? I think it's very important. Because, of course, when it comes to women, they say fansarira. But even these things, how are we going to maintain? I've not seen anything. Because when you work on something and you don't maintain, it is very easy to have it destroyed. And lastly, of course, I know I'm being watched on TV. The people of Nsinjiro, the people of Mbarara City, should really reward the president and come and see him on the 1st of December 2025. Mwije mwena president naija kubara boma. Mubase kumwachira, mubase okumushemererwa. Nekintu kikuru munonga. Ahabwo kuba ba engineer batugira ngo niyo project yo kubanza mu Africa no hurira washemererwa. Ngo the president that serves us knows his people and their problems, and he can willingly be able to work on them so that we are able to enjoy life. For the people of Mbarara City, now Muramuzi, this amount of water that has come, is it going to reflect in price reduction, or the cost of supply will still be high? Because in my mind, I'm thinking the cost of supply was linked to the scarcity of water. Now that water, when things become abundant, the cost goes down. So are we going to see a reduction of cost in how much we buy water? Or it is going to increase? Because already as people we are crying that the cost of water is a little high for a common person. So is there a correlation to be able to do that? And the last one is for my neighbors in Rwampara. They are not here. The last engagement somewhere along the road that I attended, Rwampara was in the question. You know, when you are well off and your neighbor is not well off, you don't get rid of problems. So what about Rwampara? Because we had been told Masaka, Rwampara, Mbarara District, Mbarara City. Oh, is there anything for the people of Rwampara? Me, I'm a regional MP. Mwena muriyaha Isinjiro, Mbarara, Rwampara. So aba Rwampara bo hinako barukuza kubona obatkaru. Abo kwa bachamba bungamba ni baniba. Okuziona za Rwachachi's ni baniba. What is the situation? I would be happy to know, so that even when their leaders are not here, they can be able to get the information. But I thank you very much, wonderfully. Kandi muzima enara imo ebewo, Museveni akolechi, abewo, mwebali mnonga.
I thank everybody very much for this important convention. I'm called Bagambe John, and I'm the District Natural Resources Office of Mbarara District. I will first answer some questions. River Kagera comes from Burundi. Is a lake called Rweru, and the river which takes it
hamwe na nanda bizekana ba bishop bizana timu mpango aba reverend assistant secretaries na tubona nan twageraho abasiramu bitu tineho ba district card bahantingi ekintu kyokwatanisa dini ekiri important ari narwo mukaya bakristo so aha kujwara kweye nyina kijya mukwasire umukono hajwire sapuri yeye nuho yamutira cyamanyisa ngu edini zono mukika nisikwatanisaje zirimuje kandi zona nizereza mukama aha then kabare we yakireho konkaru kungiri yatakakireho kabare na akwata rubanda akwata na ruchika yes then hamwe na rukunji so then na delegation zabo konkatu inemu provincial delegation kurga Church of Uganda led by Reverend Agaba kumanyarahe kuba coordinators tubetwine bashatu tubetwine Reverend Vika General ya hamwe na Sheikh Ali so konka Reverend Agaba na namurebera kandi wakure bya development a province ya Church of Uganda so ne baba baryaha hamwe n'abandi bebembezi so ni age group byasigara nibo twanjure political group yawe na nabo inaha abandi then tuzachaturete
tongere speaking za amani kale bari kama Greater speaker kandi my mentor abasokoro ile when in the parliament young I'm now grown 4 years I've added I went to him and he guided me but kizamani ugume kisanja kimwe you start being a big that message kandi nangoza kumusima ora longo even when I became a minister ngumire nawe alikumpa advice bwenu twarugamu twabakumwe like brothers son and father ukoto ekintu kimusimira nsima of parliament and this is my home village and this is my farm konkanta kabagambire biri hano we are just here for a small brief kutuza kutambura hano then kuturaize kutambura ndizagaruka hano ya mubuze what you want to ask then bigarukemu then we shall have lunch still within konkanyineho the RDC of this area Chibuka Moti most welcome here formerly was in Mitoma then he came here to now chairman C5 St. Jesus thanks for governor our district then to now representative of the Bishop Vincent Chirabo, the parish priest Father Manyireki na wali hano. Then to now representative of Bishop Ateiro Jacob Amoti naiwe ibuka Reverend Bijampora na abandi bakwije. The Director of Prime Minister is in the district. She has not come here but she was yesterday. She's waiting to come you to Kakumiro. She's around. Now where we are staying here, this is not my land. But I'm borrowing. My land starts from when you